Hi, guys. I'm Ethan, a New York-based organization development coach, and I work with executives to help them unleash their full and untapped potential. Today's teachable training session is on the appropriate way to cultivate a mutually symbiotic relationship with another individual. So let's start out with some basics, okay? Mutually beneficial means that not only are you cultivating the relationship through sincere connection, building trust, providing service, adding insight, giving the other individual the benefit of your background experience, making connections on their behalf. But here comes the kicker. At that point, it's then not only fair for you to expect a reciprocal behavior from them, it's mandatory in terms of building a mutually beneficial relationship. And so here's the deal. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been doing this thing called employee training, executive coaching, and I've started and joined hundreds of business networking groups. Networking is predicated on a false assumption that it's relationship cultivation. It's not. Networking, think about the word networking. It has nothing to do with human beings. It's predicated on computers connecting with one another. So if one gets knocked out, there's continued communication flow between those devices. Humanistic relationship cultivation is based on mature trust. You go into a new relationship with the understanding that both parties will derive mutually beneficial relationship engagement when both are actively engaged in building a strong connection, serving one another, and then asking for some help. And that's something historically that I've struggled with. So here's my teachable training session for you. At the beginning of the relationship, it really helps to have an ideal center of influence or relationship connection profile. Think of somebody who you have developed a great working relationship with. What did it take to land her or him or them? What did it take to make the introduction, to get connected, to build the relationship, to create trust and empathy and caring for one another? How did you serve them in a meaningful fashion? How did they get into a pattern behavior of reciprocating? And that's a critical piece that's often missing. And why? Because if you go back to the whole Adam Grant TED Talk with givers and takers, most human beings are takers. A relatively small percent of the population are genuine servant masters who live to serve and give and share. So what happens is, and I fall in prey to this behavior, is as you are doing everything in your power to build that relationship and to connect with that individual to serve them, what happens is we sometimes subjugate or put at a lower priority our own needs in the relationship, and that can't work. It can't. So that's why I say have an ideal connection or center of influence profile. Because what you're going to do, once you have that individual who's part of your tribe, they are there for you. They partner with you. They're there every step of the way in the relationship that you're working so hard to establish and maintain. Then you can identify other individuals who share that individual's similar behaviors, personality, characteristics, background, group affiliations, professional work experience, education, certifications, all that stuff that makes that individual such a wonderful connection. We want to cookie cutter it. We want to take that individual's profile and find as many other people. Here's the point in our relationship cultivation. So many people are playing molecule wars. They're out there trying to do the networking, joining different groups. They're bouncing off of other people, looking at others as if they're cash registers with limbs. It's transactions. That's not relationship cultivation, and it won't help you achieve your short and long-term business growth strategies. Instead, go less deep, less broad, and deeper in your relationship cultivation. A tribe is not many people who may or may not have any affiliation with you. I could care less how many LinkedIn connections you have, genuinely. A powerful group of people who have built trust with you, who are there to help you, to serve you, to receive benefit from the relationship you are working so hard to cultivate. That limited number of people are your VIP brand ambassadors. So to conclude, this training moment is all about a mutually beneficial relationship built on co-equal connectivity and service and you feeling imminently comfortable in asking that other individual to contribute to the growth of your business and to serve you and your needs, because you've already established a track record of success doing that in terms of cultivating the relationship. Some easy things that you can deliver on and expect in return are introductions, sharing resources, inviting to groups that you belong to, giving other individuals heads up about upcoming events, trade shows, conferences, sharing scholarly articles or information, ebooks, links to useful books or learning or teachable moments, sharing links to upcoming events or training sessions, introducing other people to these individuals. That's something both parties can and should be bringing to the relationship. When you're doing all the heavy lifting and you're not asking for something tangible in return, you're going to harbor resentment. And that'll ultimately, as I have discovered countless times before, lead to that relationship organically dissipating or both parties going their separate ways. You want in your relationship cultivation to have a journey that you're going along with another individual. And these relationships wane over time just organically, but that's how you fill your pipeline, not with leads, not through networking. Think of networking as a first step, a precursor to open the door to the further deep dive relationships of mutual connection, of being actively engaged to serve one another, and then for both parties to feel comfortable to asking each other for help, advice, counsel, introductions. That is, in its most simplistic yet elegant format, the beauty of a 21st century post-COVID mutually beneficial business partnership. I hope you enjoyed this training moment. Please go down, put a like, subscribe to my channel, come back frequently because I'm going to be doing a lot of these training and educational moments for you to advance your career through professional development. Good luck in your relationship cultivation.